Hey everyone, Michael Robbins here. Over 2 years into the pandemic, and I finally catch COVID. You'd think I was afraid of missing out. We'll get to the markets in a minute, but um, this is the daily infections for the U.S. and um, the daily death rate here. So you can kind of see where we've been, but it is a much different story in other places in the world, and it's astonishing to be witnessing this. But like, you see the data here, and Shanghai installing metal barriers and fences to keep people from leaving. And just a month ago, or a couple months ago, in Hong Kong, um, and it's it's astonishing to see this so late in the game, and uh, most reporting on it say there was a bit of vaccine complacency because these locations cracked down so much in the beginning. Um, the amount of news directly on the markets and COVID is certainly not what it used to be, but all those it's it's all coming back to inflation and the massive liquidity that was put in. I mean, this kind of summarizes the sentiment right now. And over on Seeking Alpha, this is not too much about COVID, other than the this writer here. Does it have his name? Basically, bullish. Okay, JR Research. Um, bullish on PayPal. And it was crazy to see when you actually look at the chart, 5-year chart of PayPal. It's astonishing. And Netflix is being handed to it. Also, very kind of unsettling chart. And I'll show you the broad market in a moment. Yeah, so there's Netflix's 5-year chart. But you'll see after a quick dip, the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of liquidity, low interest rates have really driven this run here, and we're seeing some faltering, and it's largely around inflation. I don't think there was much really going on over here. We'll come back to this. Well, let's hit inflation. Here it is, 25-year chart. So the inflation ramifications, very real, very real. There's a 5-year chart, and this is what do I got here? Okay, so just a couple years, kind of from the beginning. Oh, we had 5. This is the federal funds rate. Because it wasn't that high to begin with, but went next to nothing around pandemic time, and just yeah, has not come up, and that's what you get. So, concluding on Reuters, I had a few one-liners. With the S&P down 5.7% in April, since March 2020, when the spreading COVID-19 pandemic not decimated, blasted stocks, as we just saw they did, for a very nice long run. Talking about the volatility index, kind of the fear index, which is insightful. And yeah, to fight the worst U.S. inflation in nearly 40 years. Amazing to see. We'll see what happens next.